Hi, I'm Debbie Spielberg, and I'm here on behalf of the County Executive. I want to thank you. The County Executive is enthusiastic about technological advances and 5G technology. That's why he supported the county's important step last year to pass ZTA 1802. With ZTA 1802, Montgomery County has already facilitated small cell towers where demand is greatest. Small cell towers are already allowed in all urban and commercial mixed-use areas. At this point, the executive recommends a pause in the consideration of ZTA 1907, and here is why. There are two parts. One, the federal courts. Recently, since passage of ZTA 1802, there was a victory in the D.C. Circuit Court, and that said that small cell siting is not exempt from NEPA and historic preservation requirements. Additionally, major issues from the FCC order are currently under review at the Ninth Circuit, including the shot clock, fees, and effective prohibition of service. This case also includes Montgomery County's challenge on RF emissions, that FCC should have first updated the RF emission standards, which are more than 20 years old. If the court sides with local jurisdictions on any of these issues, ZTA 1907 could lock us into a position that we do not need to be in. We also need to improve our administrative effectiveness and ensure that our public processes are fair and transparent. We need to improve participation in what is known as the Tower Committee, DPS inspections, and the interplay between the Tower Committee, DPS, and the Office of Zoning and Administrative Hearings. Action is needed immediately on improving our administrative functions, and the county executive has directed staff to present him with administrative improvements and to work with residents, agencies, technical experts, and industry representatives to address these issues now. And there are 2 points we'd like to raise in considering use in residential areas. One, a ZTA for residential areas should consider a tiered approach, prioritizing high-speed, high-volume roadways near residential areas. And two, the conditional use process should not be changed specific to telecommunication towers. ZTA 1907 removes an important component of the conditional use process. It eliminates the review by the planning director and report to the hearing examiner, and eliminating the planning department review weakens OZA's ability to ensure compliance with the existing laws. These changes are not consistent with county procedures, nor are they required by FCC. We should continue to provide the opportunities that were expanded through 1802 in commercial and other urban areas for replacement small cell, but we also owe it to taxpayers, including our business community and the wireless industry, to evaluate what has gone right and what may need improvement. And the executive believes that we will have a better final product the more we involve residents. We also agree that improvements are needed, and the county executive believes that together we can do this well, efficiently, sensibly, and in a manner that respects our residents and addresses our technological needs. Thank you.
Many people believe that our phones are dangerous, right? They believe that these things give you cancer. I think most of us have made a decision in our daily lives that we're going to continue to use phones, and we're going to continue to rely upon wireless.
So there really is no research ongoing. We're kind of flying blind here, so far as health and safety is concerned.
Montgomery County Councilman Hans Riemer introduced the bill that would change current zoning that says cell phone towers have to be at least 300 feet from homes. His plan would allow 5G antennas 60 feet away from homes and potentially even 30 feet under certain conditions. There was so much backlash when he proposed this last year. Riemer had to withdraw the measure when he saw he didn't have the votes.
There's a lot of concern about how it's going to look, what the aesthetics are in the neighborhood. There are also objections. You know, many people believe that our phones are dangerous, right? They believe that these things give you cancer. I think most of us have made a decision in our daily lives that we're going to continue to use phones, and we're going to continue to rely upon wireless.
Riemer introduced the bill this week, and a public hearing will be scheduled soon.
What happens when thousands of these cells begin appearing near schools, community centers, homes, and workplaces? And what happens to the workers who are up there repairing them? What happens to the folks who are walking by them every day, school children? And the younger the children, the more susceptible to the radio frequencies they may be.
Maybe you've heard about exciting new 5G technology that promises to make our connections to the internet and all of the things connected to the internet faster and better than ever. Like other cell phone technology, 5G emits radiation. 2 federal agencies recently said the available scientific evidence does not support the idea that 5G emits enough radiation to hurt people. But some scientists disagree. At first, the concern sounded far-fetched. We were surprised by what we learned. Is it your feeling that mobile phone use and 5G in the future have been and are causes of chronic disease epidemics in this country?
I believe that the exposures we already have are producing major effects already on our health, and that 5G will be vastly worse than anything that we are already exposed to.
At least 3 expert medical groups have linked certain kinds of electromagnetic fields, or EMFs, to cancer, particularly childhood leukemia. The U.S. National Institute of Environmental Health Sciences, a working group under the World Health Organization, and a European scientific committee, which studied cell phones in particular. Paul says there's more to worry about.
What's been shown is you get depression, I can't sleep, I'm tired all the time, I'm depressed, I've got headaches, I can't concentrate, I'm anxious. All the things that everybody complains about now, we know are caused by EMF exposures. And not just one type, but multiple types of EMF exposures.
The concerns are shared by citizens and scientists around the world.
These antennas are being installed without our permission, without any warning at all. Many of us do not want to be guinea pigs in this experiment, but we apparently have no say in the matter.